Shameless plug incoming. Today's episode is brought to you by the book Everyone is a Sinner But Me, available now at Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. Pre-recorded from Volpes Studios, it's the MCS1 show featuring Caleb Hanna, and now your host, MCS1.
Welcome everyone. We're doing another exciting edition of the MCS1 show. Once again, joining my compadre Caleb Hanna. And hey, Caleb.
What up?
So Caleb is joining us via satellite. I love that term.
Via satellite.
Via satellite. So 90s. It's like the dumbest 90s thing. I think the only thing I find funnier than that, like dumb 90s references that we use, is at the end I have the announcer say search AOL keyword MCS1.
Oh my gosh,
And
AOL.
Yeah,
I remember AOL.
Oh, I remember. I mean,
AOL.
AOL.
I remember.
AOL is so gone. Also, guilty pleasure. I'm not a nostalgic person, but my ringtone when I get a text is the AOL I am.
Oh, really?
Really? And people hear that, they're like, "That sounds so familiar. What is it?" I'm like, nothing. But
dude, speaking of nostalgia, I definitely at one point had my phone ringtone be the Tetris music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
So hey, go on.
But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. But then I had some people be like, "Dude, what is that?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it's Tetris. You know, the game Tetris." And then they would call me a nerd, and I was like, "Everybody plays Tetris."
I actually don't play Tetris. I'm pretty bad at Tetris. I know, right?
That is, I mean, I'd like to be surprised.
Yeah. So hey everyone, we got some surprises for you. Good news and bad news, or just good news, depending on your perspective. Remember, kids, perspective is everything. So
yeah, kids.
Yeah. So good news, we got a mailing list now, like an email list.
Yeah, not like a regular mailing list because, you know, again, this isn't the 90s.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, I would love to do that, but stamps are expensive, and I'm kind of poor. So
you are?
I know, right? You think with all the residuals from my book, you know, I'd be rolling in the dough. Go buy my book. But yeah, I'm really not. But yeah, we have a mailing list. Yeah. I'm taking the MCS1show.com site, and I'm kind of running it more about kind of like a blog. And so there's going to be, with every time we do a podcast episode, we're going to have like a weekly blog write-up, which is actually going to be somewhat similar information to the podcast, but the podcast will have other, you know, forms of information, like more interesting stuff, because you hear it straight from Caleb and I, or myself and whoever guest I have on, or whatever the heck.
You have other guests? You're cheating on me?
Moving on. So
our identity has been shattered.
The other good news, bad news, depending on your perspective as well. And this is why the episode is called, you know, content warning or explicit content. I haven't quite decided what I'm naming this, but regardless, we're gonna start swearing. Well, we've been swearing, actually. That's a lie.
Yeah, I was like, start?
Yeah, we're gonna be stopping the edits on the swearing. The bleeps are going away. They might actually return a little bit here and there, but overall, I'm kind of done editing constantly. For each episode, it takes 1.5 to 3 times the length of an episode just to go through and edit it. And that's just an insane amount just to put bleeps in, you know, and edit out other random things. I mean, there's more than just the bleeps, but it's tedious, and I would rather take the time that I'm using to edit things to come up with better show ideas, write these blog posts, send out, you know, letters to the fan club on this mailing list.
We have a fan club?
That's what I'm calling it. I think I'll just call it the email list will be the fan club.
Okay.
So
okay.
I bust out like not a 90s reference, but like a 70s reference. Holy cow.
Dang.
I know we're getting referenced, like way referenced.
Yeah, that's this is new, guys.
Yeah,
It's new.
this is new, but
But
anyway,
also old.
also old. But yeah, we're gonna be editing out. We're not sorry, not gonna be editing out the swearing anymore. To those that were listening to this because it was a clean-ish podcast. I know.
Yeah,
It's like we talk
you
about like
have to put that ish on
I
there.
know. It's like we're not like a clean podcast, but we just edited like all the swearing. But we talked about like all these crazy dark adult-esque type themes.
Oh, dude, the things we talk about probably are things that, regular people shouldn't talk about.
Ex-
Honestly, anybody
well,
shouldn't
and,
talk.
and that's the show niche, and that's why it's funny or
Right.
ridiculous. I mean, we've kind of evolved even away from counterculture, and we're just getting into things that no one even bothers talking about.
Which they should,
Which
if you
they
think
should, but they're not. So we will. We will pick up the torch that is currently not lit at all. And
Was there a point when it was?
no, and not even and even that. It's more like we're picking up a piece of wood. Wasn't even. It's not even a torch that was carried at one point from someone. It's like the torch wasn't even passed to us. It's like we picked up a piece of wood and we're holding it up high and we're like, "This is it, people. This is our life calling."
Follow along if you would.
Oh my gosh, seriously. But for those that were listening to us, going to be our clean-ish podcast over the years, and have been with us since the beginning. I am really sorry. I've admired the dedication. I hope you stay with us. I understand if you don't because of your personal values. I have personal values myself. I don't eat meat. And I would expect, I hate it when people make fun of my personal values like that. So,
Wait, you don't eat meat?
oh shoot, this is gonna be hard.
Friendship over, man.
Oh,
Friendship over.
Caleb has left the room. But
Wait, but what kinds of meat don't you eat? Because I know a lot of people that are vegetarian, but then they're like, "Oh, but I still eat fish."
oh yeah, those are other salads. I don't eat any type of meat. I will eat eggs, milk, like I'll eat dairy products. I love eggs. Eggs are like a huge part of my diet. I do eat fish oil as a supplement.
Okay.
I don't know if that robs me of my vegetarian status.
Well, I mean, you're not a vegan, so it
My
doesn't rob you of anything,
I
really.
prefer to call it my V card. If you
Your V card?
Yeah, but I found it's much acceptable to call it my V card than say I'm a card carrying member of PETA. The
Oh,
sad thing
man.
is neither of those are socially acceptable.
Well,
But
anyway,
anywho,
we'll get into PETA some other time. But
yes. But anyway, to those listening and who were listening over the years because we were, I don't want to say family friendly because we're not even close, but because we weren't swearing, I'm glad you were along for the ride. I hope you stay with us. If you don't, I get it. Totally cool. No hard feelings. I personally will miss you. You still want to like check out my blogs and get, that Google Chrome extension that changes all the words to different things so you don't have to see the swear words. So no, this is a real thing. People would my one friend would change the word vegans, no, not vegans, hipsters to Holocaust deniers.
oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I mean, are they not synonymous though?
I don't know, they kind of are. I mean, so I would use it to change the names of people I hated, like the Kardashians.
Two.
I don't remember. I think plastic people, like if it said the Kardashians, and I coined it as a phrase, it would be like plastic people. I don't
Hmm.
remember what I called specific people in general. But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
I would do things like that. It was way fun. But you can do that with my blog. You can go in there and you know change out all the swear words to something else. I mean, you can change the F word to fetch. I mean, you can totally
Or
Mormon.
MK, as they would say from South Park.
I know you can totally like Mormon it up.
Dude,
Uh,
just all you gotta do is just listen to the South Park song and then change it all to those things, right?
exactly. Yes.
So
Yes.
change You change it to Bic because it's Latin for generosity, you know?
Oh
And
man,
then buns. Buns is a good one, you know?
buns.
And then okay.
Okay, but okay. Well, anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else. It's just a short little content warning announcement. Next show it comes on. You've been warned, but Caleb already told me he's gonna just right after the announcement, after I say welcome, he's probably just gonna say the F word, just shout it. Like
I don't wanna
he's been
I don't wanna
holding
give anybody a preview.
yeah, he's been holding he told me he's been holding one in for years and it's ready to come out.
Ready to pop,
Ready to
as they
pop.
would say.
Anyway, that's our
Yeah,
that's our
that's what she
show.
said.
I want to thank Caleb for coming on for this. And until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Peace.
Thank you for listening to the MCS1 show. For bi-weekly episodes on society and counterculture, subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, or Stitcher. For regular updates, show notes, and links, head to the MCS1show.com or search AOL keyword MCS1.